Alright, so I'll be going over the backend portion of our website, which is our Python server, Flash server, and it has all the endpoints for the front end and also runs our AI model. So once you click go, it'll fetch everything. Oops, fix that. It's not running the server. So once you click go, it'll fetch the latest props from price picks through a virtual browser since they block bot requests, and then it'll pass it over to our A model and then predict the supported stats that we have, which is points, assists, and rebounds. As you can see, it's printing out the predictions for every player and the props they have for today's game. It'll go through and predict all of them. There's over 150 combined for points, assists, and rebounds. And then once it finishes all this, it should load up over here. Alright, it finally finished predicting everything. Normally this would only run once because it only updates based off a new day, because it's saved in a file right here based off the date. So if this is different, it'll get the recent ones and predict them, and it's basically just cache, so it won't have to happen again. So if I refresh, it'll already load everything. Yeah, it has all the predicted props down, over, under, rebounds, points, and assists. And then let's go over the AI model. So right now I have it getting the 2 past seasons data, gets a matchup, points, assists, steals, rebounds, turnover, field goal attempts, field goal made, field goal 3-point made, field goal 3-point assist, blah blah blah. And then it goes through, it does home advantage, and then it decides their opponent. And then we're running this on a pretty simple logistic regression model, and I have the last 3 games weighted more than the other past games, and then it predicts the over and under right here, and it provides the accuracy. And that's about it for our model. I was working on a version 2 of the model, but fortunately did not have enough time to finish it, so the accuracy on this one's alright. It's around like 51 or 52%, which is not too great, but yeah. In the meantime, or in the future, I'd like to finish the other model. And I think that is about it for the back end and model.
Hey, I was in charge of the front end, and here's what I got accomplished with that. So as a start screen, we click go. In the long term, this could be like a login screen or a paywall. You log into it, and you get access to all the props for the day, which should already be cached because I load these up. They have all the props that were fetched from the Prize Picks website, and we ran it through the model that Rylan created to get a linear regression estimation pretty much on the props. If you click on each prop, a modal shows up showing their last 10 games kind of for reference. It's kind of like a good reference point that might even be enough for somebody to choose whether they're going over or under in some cases. These last 10 stats are fetched off an endpoint inside of the backend. This endpoint accesses the NBA API, which has all the most recent data, and it just curates it to, sort between playoff and regular season games to get you the most recent stats. The mobile experience for this app is also quite clean, so it changes to a 2-column layout, and instead of getting 10 games, you get the last 5 games. 5 games, 10 games, 5 games, 10 games. For the front end, I use the Next.js React framework. It kind of makes it easier for stuff to load because it's like a server-sided rendering. So it renders everything on a server, and then it just pushes it to the local client. It makes for a more seamless and faster user experience. I used Redux to store variables. Redux pretty much enables your web app to store variables like a backend application to where they can be accessed from anywhere as long as they're referenced correctly.